ואנחנו רוצים לשתף אתכם בסיפור אחד מתקופת הקורונה. לורי זלון היא שופטת לשעבר בבית המשפט העליון בלוס אנג'לס. היא מילאה תפקידים רבים וחשובים במערכת המשפט האמריקאית בלוס אנג'לס, והיא חלתה ונזקקה לתרומה של מח עצם. בקרב הקרובים שלה לא נמצא תורם מתאים, אבל הוא נמצא, לשמחתנו, כמובן, במאגר הענק של עזר מציון. האיסוף בוצע כאן בארץ. מישל שלנו, באמצע הקורונה, בדרך לא דרך, הוביל את המנה ללוס אנג'לס, ואנחנו רוצים לצרף אלינו, דרך הזום, בשידור חי, מלוס אנג'לס, את השופטות לורי זלון. Hello, Laurie. Good evening from Israel. Shalom.
Hello, good morning from Los Angeles.
Good morning, Los Angeles. Good evening, Keisaria. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
It's great to see you.
Very happy to be here.
Yes, and your husband David, and thank you. It's great to see you strong and healthy and happy. And I want to ask you about the process, the struggle with cancer, the donation, everything you've been through.
Well, I had had cancer for about 10 years, and they had treated it, and because of that, I developed a rare, more aggressive cancer. And that was, they told me that in January of 2020. And I went to City of Hope here in Los Angeles, which is a wonderful facility. And they told me that what I needed was a bone marrow transplant. And that was really what they could do for me and not much else. And so they began the search for me, and they began testing to see if I could take the transplant. And then early in the spring, despite the fact that they told me it might be a very long time to find a donor, I got a call that literally changed my life. And the call was that a perfect match donor had been found for me, and that as soon as I finished the preparatory chemotherapy, I could have my transplant. And I had my transplant in June of 2020. The coronavirus made things a little more complicated. The entire time I was in the hospital, David couldn't come see me. And that was a little hard for both of us. But the transplant went very well, and I'm now almost a year and a half later, and feeling very healthy and very well, able to spend time with my family and my friends, and very, very grateful for the years I have been giving back.
I guess you hear people here clapping in Israel when they hear your story. I want to ask you something you mentioned earlier when we spoke before that event. You mentioned the word tzedakah. You were connected to this value throughout your life, and in the way you see it now, this tzedakah is helping you back. Please explain. What did you do in your career?
Well, I was a lawyer and for more than 20 years and a judge for 20 years before I became ill. And tzedakah was a guiding principle for me. Not only the notion of justice, but the notion that you are connected to everyone, and that we all have obligations to each other that we fulfill by doing good deeds and making sure that other people are taken care of. And so throughout my career, I worked very hard on issues to provide justice to people who could not afford it, and who needed help to obtain solutions to their problems. And this was one of the guiding principles of my career.
Beautiful. David, do you want to say something?
Well, certainly the gratefulness that we have and the appreciation we have for people all around the world that stepped in. We certainly thank you, and we've restored Laurie's life.
And our life together.
So, Laurie, I want you to meet your donor, and I want to ask Chaim Gutesman to come here, please. Chaim, בבקשה. harder than speaking here. Something more challenging. So tell us a little bit, Chaim, what was the process? How did you, oh, great. Tell us about the process from your point of view, your perspective. Laurie can see you there.
So it was 1 year ago, in the middle of Corona, lockdown, everybody's at home. And I got a call, someone from Ezer Mitzion. And they said that I'm matched to give, I don't remember the name.
Yeah,
Sorry about my
translate.
English.
No, it's okay. We understand the story. Yeah.
So it was I didn't remember when I joined to the program of Ezer Mitzion. It was I didn't remember what happened, but they said, okay, I'll match with someone if I want to donate the bone marrow. So I said, yeah, why not? So I think a few weeks later, I just went there, sit down on the couch 3 hours, and now I see all the story. I see you. I can't understand how it can be that I just sit down there and I save your life. I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky to have the opportunity to save life for someone else. And in this year, I understand more and more. I'm learning what is the importance of the 1 second of life. And when I see you, it reminds me, my grandmother and my grandfather, they're having a hard time now. They're getting old. And I will give everything I have to give them more happy time with their family, happy time with the people they love. So I'm so lucky to have the chance to give you something that is called life.
Wow, beautiful. Thank you, Toda Chaim. And thank you, Atara, his wife. Please join us. Thank you, Atara. Steps here. Toda Rabba. Laurie, do you want to say something to Chaim?
Chaim, I can't tell you what this means to me. I feel like you are my brother, my much younger brother now. And you have meant I have more years. I have 2 sons, and they have wonderful wives, and I have 4 grandchildren. And because of what you did, I have time to watch my grandchildren grow and to spend time with my sons and their wives and my wonderful husband and all of our friends. And my friends particularly asked me to tell you how grateful they were that you did this. It means literally everything. And as far as I'm concerned, you and your family are family for us forever. And I don't have enough words to thank you, but you are a hero, a true hero.
Thank you. Thank you, Laurie. And you're invited to come and meet him in person here in Israel. You know what is the translation of the words Ezer Mitzion? Ezer is like helping someone, helping from Zion, from Zion. And this is your story, Ezer Mitzion to Los Angeles. Thank you very much, Laurie and David, Chaim and Atara. Thank you very much for sharing your story.
Thank you. Thank you.
A lot of health, refuah shlema and briut. Goodbye, and have a good day there. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
תודה רבה לכם. תודה, יישר כוח.